Since Forza Horizon 1, the Horizon franchise has eclipsed Forza Motorsports in sales and rivaled such juggernauts.
Yes? Do you not know who I am? He must not know who I am. I'm the juggernaut, bitch! I'm gonna hit you with your own pimp!
As the Need for Speed franchise. Like any franchise, however, there are some changes made over the different iterations of the game. I am Skywarp 72 with Cruisers Gaming, and today we'll be covering the 8 things that were in previous Horizons you may have not noticed were missing from the latest installment. Whether these things are good, bad, or in between, I'm leaving it up to you, so feel free to comment your opinions below, as I'll be looking forward to what you have to say. Before we get to the countdown though, tap that subscribe button and the bell icon. I can assure you nothing helps me out more. I thank you. Getting down to business here, the little nitpicky things that you didn't notice were missing from Forza Horizon 4.
Let's count them down.
Skill songs. It's a lie! Yes, this one isn't completely true, as probably half of you know how to get them, but I ran into a bunch of players who have posted in various Facebook groups, like the Forza Racing Network, that skill songs are missing. They are not, however, and let old Skywarp help you out with that, just in case you're still looking for them. Skill songs, however, are unlockable, and you get them by purchasing the Huntsman's Lodge, located here on the map. Make sure you have your in-game radio on so you can at least hear the skill songs when they're played, otherwise I don't think it works. Need a skill song to come on? Turn off the radio for about 5 minutes and then turn it back on to another station. Usually, the next song will do the skill boost. The skill songs will boost your skills times 10, however there are certain cars that will boost it as well just by driving them. Like the Forza Edition Alfa Romeo Giulia. Boy, I barely got that one out. That goes from the standard times 5 up to times 7, or the Peel 50, which boosts it to times 8. Man, I'm full of hot tips and tricks today, ain't I? Festival control. In Horizon 2, you had to progress through single player to unlock various festival hubs around the map. Even more control was given in FH3 when you could choose which festival hubs you wanted to build up to fully functional or to start new ones.
Festival running, but everything else is on you. You'll be choosing the type of racing we do, the music we play, and the star drivers we sign. This is your festival.
This control went away, however, in FH4, as there is now only one festival hub available. The rest of the festival hubs have been replaced by the purchasable properties, which still give you all the capabilities that a festival hub gives you, like upgrading and painting your car. Number of fans. FH3 also gave us the number of fans that would grow as you progress through the single player doing races, challenges, and showcase events. Depending on how well you performed at the events, you could garner anywhere from 20 to 25 million fans once career mode was completed.
What a way to start the party! Keep pulling in fans at this rate and we'll have to start thinking about expanding the festival.
Having 20-something million screaming fans seemed a little bit out there, even for Horizon. Plus, it also limited itself to career mode, so in its place we got the global influence meter that goes by levels instead of number of fans, and continues to rise whether you're playing career or multiplayer, since there's not really a difference anymore. I'd say we as the players, we won out on this one, as the global influence meter actually gives rewards as you level up through it. Class-based leaderboards. Gone are the days of racing your friends in crazy, off-the-wall cars and trying to best each other's times on the leaderboards for A, B, C, and so on, which is a huge downer for myself, as it provided the motivation for guys like GTO Daddy and myself to dominate the D-Class leaderboards in FH2 and FH3. Online road trips. Missing are the online road trips in both public and private style lobbies. These were an XP-based competition of 4 different events that you actually had to drive to in between said events. In FH2, the events while on a road trip vary between the playground games like Keep the It and circuit races. In FH3, the types of events were separated by racing, playground games, or you could have a mixture of both. With the arrival of FH4, I fully expected drifting to be a regular event along with the games and racing. But the road trips would be no more. Instead, they were replaced by free roam rush races in the new Team Adventure system of online racing. And oh, I can't wait to see you guys' comments on that one. Voting for events. Along with the online road trips being gone, so is the ability to vote for what class and event style you want to do after the conclusion of a road trip, or in the new case, be an online team adventure. This is a strange turn for Playground to make, considering how much gamers love and value having the ability to choose different options to optimize their gaming experience. Taking that choice away, no matter how limited it may have been in the first place, seems counterproductive. However, given the reviews and feedback by players, it seems that no one has noticed it, so it earns a spot on the list.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Fast and Furious cars. The first Fast and Furious car pack dropped in FH2 back in 2015 with the Furious 7 car pack. Ever since then, Fast and Furious cars have been making appearances in every game up to FM7 in 2017, updating to include cars from the 8th installment of the movie series as well, and even a free mini Fast and Furious game based on part of the FH2 map, featuring voiceovers from Ludacris and a few others from the cast. I don't quite remember who. And in that mini game, they even gave us an actual garage to park our cars in. And we all were hoping that it would be a good precursor to having an actual garage to mess about in, like there was in Project Gotham Racing, or like there is in Grand Theft Auto 5. With the inclusion of the minigame, the fast cars appeared in 5 Forza games, being FM6, FH3, and FM7 in 2017. While I didn't mind having the cars at all in the game, it always confused me as to why Turn 10 was so gung-ho about having them in-game after the very first Fast and Furious movie promoted Forza Motorsport's main competitor, Gran Turismo, twice within a 20-minute span of the movie, and there hasn't even been a reference to the Forza franchise in those later movies that Turn 10 decided to be a part of. The bucket list. Oh, God, the look on your face right now. If you didn't already realize it, has got to be priceless. But, nonetheless, the bucket list challenges were various challenges all over the map that could be from either Playground or a user-created one, and they have gone the way of the dinosaur. While on the whole they were good fun, especially if a friend set up a really challenging one, they have been replaced by the Horizon stories, which have been received by players I've noticed with mixed reviews, hence why completing a Horizon story with all 3 stars results in an exclusive car that you can't buy at the auto show. So what do you guys prefer though? Bucket list or Horizon stories like British Racing Green and La Racer? Myself, I prefer the stories, though I'd love to see what you guys think down below. The same goes for anything else on the list here if I miss something, and I'm sure you'll all let me know as well. This week's subscriber shoutout goes out to Physics. Physics earning his 2nd subscriber shoutout here on the channel for being the first to become an exclusive member of the Cruisers Patreon. I will leave his link to his Twitch channel below, and you might want to follow him on social media, as there's big changes he's making on his vintage C3 Corvette this year. Thanks so much for the support, Physics. So, that being the 8 things you didn't notice were gone from Forza Horizon. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed making the video because this is probably the first week that my voice has been kinda back to normal after having a really nasty chest cold over the last month. Man, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out the description below for links to the Cruisers Gaming Facebook group, which you're free to join, the Twitch channel, how to vote in the Chevy Beretta GTU into Forza, and more. And if you're in a position to become a Patreon supporter of the channel, I would appreciate that as well. The link is at the end of today's video, my friends. And remember, those friends, they're the family you get to choose. I'll see you next week, fellow cruisers.